If she hasn't had the children herself, or Harry hadn't been involved, then they can't be in the royal line. You know, they have to have royal blood. I believe that it's she could do anything so disgusting. It really is. The thing is, I wonder if she'd asked anyone about this, and if they said to her, "Oh my goodness."
So at the time, Archie Mountbatten Windsor was born May 6, 2019. And this was surrounded by controversy, largely to the unconventional decision.
She didn't share a headline. She destroyed a monarchy. It began on a totally regular morning show place. Strong lights, pretend smiles, the normal celebrity talking. But when Angela Levin spoke her words, the feeling switched. Host stopped. Producers quit moving. You could almost hear the studio heartbeat. In fewer than 60 seconds, she spoke the one thing every royal reporter has dodged for years. A question about Harry and Meghan's children that cuts right through royal rules and into banned area. The world had watched for a fun segment on royal gossip. Instead, they received a live broadcast examination of the monarchy's greatest secret. Because when Levin quietly spoke, they have to have royal blood. The room went silent and the internet exploded. And what happened wasn't just scandal. It was the moment the royal brand broke on camera.
They can't be in the royal line. You know, they have to have royal blood.
To understand why this moment matters, you need to know who Angela Levin is. She's not a gossip blogger. She's the royal writer who speaks the things palace workers pray no one ever repeats. She's built her name on one thing, pointing out problems, the kind that make palace workers sweat and Meghan Markle lawyers reach for the phone. And that morning, she wasn't talking about crowns or fits. She was talking about births, the one royal tradition that's supposed to be special. Royal births are a ritual. Hospital announcements, doctor statements, the photo on the hospital steps. Proof that everything is real, recorded, certified, true. Except that never happened with Archie or Lilibet. And Levin just said it out loud, live, worldwide, unfiltered. Half the audience gasped, the other half started screen recording.
You don't want things to happen that you will regret.
Big time. And of course, the mainstream media, certainly Radar Online, starting to pick up on the surrogacy scandal now.
Proof number one, the broadcast. Angela's speaking was ice cold. No yelling, no drama, just questions. Where were the doctors? Where were the photos? Where was the official statement? Every sentence hit like a brick. She pointed out that no royal birth had ever been this hidden. No hospital steps, no confirmed witnesses, no medical message, just Harry's word and Meghan's smile. Then she paused, looked straight into the camera and said, "If tradition was skipped, why?" The hosts fumbled. The studio went still. And somewhere across the Atlantic, a royal phone started ringing. Proof number two, the breakdown. Within hours, word leaked. Harry was angry. Not annoyed, angry. Sources said he was pacing, calling staff, yelling about dangerous lies. But here's the funny part. The more he worried, the guiltier he looked. Because when you react like your house is on fire, people assume there's smoke for a reason. By that night, every outlet had a headline. Prince erupts over live TV claims. Jokes followed within minutes. Harry's face plastered over every reaction post. When the truth hits harder than PR, even his supporters couldn't explain the overreaction. And while Harry spiraled, Meghan pulled her usual move, disappearing. Proof number three, the vanishing act. No statements, no photos, no posts, nothing. For a couple that's built an empire on public storytelling, that silence was loud. Usually, when things go bad, they play tag team PR. One distracts while the other defends. This time, Meghan went ghost mode. Where's Meghan? Started trending. Twitter turned it into a game. Harry looked like a man drowning. Meghan looked like she left the building. Some called it strategy. Others called it self-preservation. Either way, it made Harry's panic look even worse because nothing screams something to hide, like one partner melting down while the other disappears. But that wasn't the strangest part.
Now, royal births are supposed to be, the details have to be made public because they have to reassure the United Kingdom that they meet the legal requirements.
The internet did what it does best, turned royal problem into content. TikTokers acted out the meltdown. YouTubers examined every word. Twitter lit up with posts connecting timelines, photos, and missing detail. One popular post read, "Every royal baby has a hospital, a doctor, a statement except theirs. Why?" Another joked, "Angela Levin just did more reporting in 6 minutes than Netflix did in 6 hours." Late-night hosts joined in. Clips of Levin's calm face were paired with footage of Harry looking worried, captioned, "When she's calm and you're guilty." And the more they joked, the more the story grew. Even people who didn't care about royals started watching because it had everything. Mystery, feeling, and a prince coming undone live on air. Would you believe her if you saw that clip? Drop a comment. I want to know how it looked to you.
You know, you just want to know. You want to hear about it. You can't believe it. You can't believe what he's saying. You can't believe the lies he's telling. And you're fascinated by it.
Behind palace doors, worry. The Sussex group reportedly rushed into emergency meetings, phone calls, PR drafts, silence from Buckingham Palace. Nobody knew who should speak first. Because if they denied Levin's words, they'd have to release proof. And if they stayed quiet, people would assume the worst. Either way, the monarchy's golden couple had turned into its biggest problem. Every move Harry made, every leaked call, every no comment kept the fire alive, and Meghan's vanishing act only added fuel. Industry insiders started whispering that their Hollywood deals were shaking. One boss said, "You can't build a brand on honesty when you hide everything. That's not gossip. That's a warning."
But know that it's actually not a very good idea. It's a look before you leap.
Yes.
Then Levin did something even braver. She went from watching to suggesting. She mentioned the children. And that's when the temperature dropped. Because if royal births skipped the official process, no doctors, no registry, no witnesses. It's not just a PR problem. It's a legal one. The entire royal line of succession depends on papers. Every birth checked, every name recorded. When those traditions get blurred, it doesn't just raise eyebrows, it raises questions about realness. Levin didn't accuse anyone. She didn't need to. She simply asked, if records are private, how can anyone confirm the line is intact? Those 15 words exploded across newsrooms worldwide. Even major outlets, who'd avoided Sussex drama, started covering it, because now it wasn't about gossip. It was about monarchy math. And for Harry and Meghan, there was no easy fix. Explain and you feed the beast. Stay silent and you confirm suspicion. Either way, trapped.
So, and we know that the only living witness to Archie's birth is Prince Harry.
Weeks later, the craziness still hasn't faded. Harry's PR team looks tired. Meghan's still off it and Angela Levin calm, collected, waiting. Her latest broadcast ended with just 4 words. "This is just beginning." That's not a statement. That's a promise. Because every unanswered question, every missing record, every problem is still hanging in the air. So, I'll ask you, what do you think? Are Harry and Meghan just protecting their kids' privacy or hiding something the palace doesn't want confirmed? Comment below. I'm reading everything. And if you love your scandal served cold, subscribe, because in this royal story, the silence speaks louder than any crown.